Ladies and gentlemen, today we're diving into a tale of love and self-redemption that will have you laughing out loud at the inner workings of you. Don't like me, I just want to be happy. Gina fainted while visiting Yoon Chung's mom. Puzzled, she called Yoon Chung, but his phone was silent and unresponsive. Prompted by Uncle Cock, she answered the call and rushed to the hospital upon hearing her mom's accident. The doctor says the patient has myeloid leukemia, is in bad shape, and needs a transplant ASAP, a huge problem. Otherwise, danger could strike anytime. Yoon Chung froze in shock, while Gina, like a therapist, comforted and urged her to take the test for her mom. After hearing Gina, Yoon Chung flew into a rage, saying he was abandoned by his mother. Gina kept comforting him. She said, "A mother's always a mother, the one giving you life." Those words touched Yoon Chung deeply. Yoon Chung changed her attitude, admitting her mom to the hospital and starting blood tests. Suddenly, Prosecutor Kim arrived. He suspected Yoon Chung of being city hunter, demanded the blood test. Yoon Chung refused. She knew once the results were out, her identity would be exposed and revenge plan foiled. Enraged, she followed Prosecutor Kim to the door. Then she hopped into the ambulance, playing dead, and got carted off to the morgue only to pop out of the body bag once they left. She leapt from the rooftop, snagged the window ledge, and stealthily climbed in to swap the blood sample. As Yoon Chung was slipping away, Prosecutor Kim stood right behind her. She was pulled back, just avoiding him at the brink. The one who pulled Yoon Chung back was Gina. Thanks to her timely rescue, Yoon Chung's identity remained safe. Yoon Chung realized that Gina was onto her as the city hunter, but warned Gina to stay out of her business. After all, Gina saved her life. Yet Yoon Chung stayed firm, warning her again not to interfere. She wanted Gina to return to a life where she didn't know Yoon Chung at all. To protect her loved one, Yoon Chung had to be decisive. Her stepfather found out and rushed to dissuade her. He even claimed that Yoon Chung was dead. What a terrible lie. This crushed Yoon Chung's mom, who had no idea her child was really alive. Her stepfather aimed to hide Yoon Chung's identity and sought her help for revenge, so he hired guards. But Yoon Chung's mom cleverly lured them away and seized the chance to sneak off. When Yoon Chung arrived at the hospital only to find her mom missing, she questioned a nurse and learned that her stepfather had been there. Yoon Chung jumped to the conclusion that her stepdad had hidden her mom away. At this moment, her stepfather got a call about Yoon Chung's mom missing, so he lied, saying he had hidden her. He threatened Yoon Chung that if she didn't take revenge his way, she'd lose her mom and Gina forever. At that moment, Yoon Chung had no alternative but to agree reluctantly. As a result, she quit her job and gave the gift she had prepared for Gina to Gwangju. But little did she know, Gwangju would pass it right along to his girlfriend. What a traitor. Just as Yoon Chung was about to show off for Gina, she learned Yoon Chung had quit. Turns out that wallet was actually meant for his girlfriend. Gina rushed to Yoon Chung, demanding to know why she did it, but Yoon Chung just kept quiet. This left Gina disheartened. "I'll forget you and go back to the moment before I met you." After saying that, Yoon Chung felt the mix of emotions in her heart. To protect Gina, Yoon Chung had no choice, and her stepfather planned revenge. He intentionally sent a letter to Gwangju revealing that the next target was Kim Jong-jae. To confirm, Gwangju went to her dad for answers. But her father insisted he hadn't done anything illegal. Gwangju obviously didn't believe him, knowing the hunters always went after criminals. This led to a huge fallout between father and son. Kim Jong-jae sensed something was off and ordered his men to act. They took down Uncle Tin, then knocked out Gina. When Yoon Chung's tracker went off, she knew something had happened to Uncle Tin. She stealthily snuck into Kim Jong-jae's hideout, which was just a shady place. In his office, she spotted a safe and got ready to crack the code. Meanwhile, Uncle Ten woke up to find himself trapped with Gina. Gina had a brilliant idea and asked Uncle Ten to use his mouth to untie her. Once the ropes were off, Gina yelled for the bathroom, causing a distraction. She took them down at the chance. Upon hearing alarms, Yoon Chung was ready to scram. Unexpectedly, she ran into Gina and Uncle Ten. After sending them out, she asked Uncle Ten to take Gina away, leaving herself with no choice but to venture in for a look. Cheng returned to Kim Jong-ja's office, realizing that safe must hold some hidden secrets. He quickly cracked the code and opened the safe, revealing a cache of cash. This stash was all embezzled money worth a whopping 2 billion. As Cheng was leaving, a tranquilizer dart hit her bad luck. As they moved her, Gina quietly followed and witnessed it all. Turns out they were worried about Cheng's safety and hadn't left at all. As Gina watched her loved one getting beaten, she panicked and suggested calling for backup. But Gina couldn't hold back anymore and dove in fists flying. They realized things were going south and decided to terminate Cheng with a bullet. Just then, Gina spotted it and rushed in to shield Cheng from the bullet. Cheng felt immense sorrow but turned that rage into power, striking back fiercely. She swung a bucket and knocked them out one by one, unleashing all her pent-up anger. Feeling overwhelmed with emotion, she rushed to scoop up Gina and darted to the nearest clinic. However, a pet clinic isn't for human treatment. Gina, having lost too much blood, needed a real hospital. What a joke. At that moment, Cheng stood tall and declared she was O-type blood, ready to save Gina's life. Thus, Cheng selflessly offered her blood and courage, successfully saving Gina. To better care for Gina, Cheng decided to bring her home. While chatting casually with Uncle Clock, Cheng accidentally spilled the beans on her secret. But stay tuned for more exciting content, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.